Hey my loves, happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. I am so sorry that I have been gone this week. It has been a busy week, a slightly disappointing week, but we keep on moving, we keep on trucking because listen, I don't know. There's a feeling in the air, a spirit in the air. There's just a spirit in the air. That's why I've been gone a lot. I have been very focused on other things because I love y'all, but a bitch got goals, okay? So little setbacks, but also lots of great wins, lots of validation that I needed. So now I'm here because we need to continue this fall moisture series. If you are not all caught up on last week's content, we kicked off the fall moisture series and I went into a really nice, concise, simple video on shampoos, getting your hair clean, and recommendations for clarifying and moisturizing shampoos. We broke down the differences and some of my favorites. If you still are in need of some help with that, go check that out. I broke it down very simply and plainly for you guys. Today, one that I feel like a lot of us still argue about in this community, which doesn't really make sense because it's really simple. It's not that deep. Conditioner. Today we're going to talk about rinse out conditioners and deep conditioners. What are their differences? How do you know what you need? And some of my favorites, because you know if your girl don't have anything else, she got recommendations, okay? The stash is stashing and she's gonna use it to its full potential. So if you are interested in getting all of the ins and outs on rinse out conditioners, deep conditioners, and everything you need to know to keep your hair super moisturized and juicy during the fall time, just keep watching. All right, y'all, in third eye fashion, you already know we're not getting into anything until I give you your daily reminder to smell good as fuck. And today I smell good as fuck. It was an accidental combo, okay? It was accidental, but this smells amazing. I've been obsessed with this EOS 24-hour moisture body lotion in the Creme de Pistachio scent. This is the kind of scent to get your back cracked, okay? I'm just saying. We have toasted pistachio, vanilla toffee, and blonde woods. This is all of my favorite things rolled into one. It's a little clean, it's a little toasty, it's still sweet and warm and cozy and comforting. To me, it's a mama bear scent. Y'all know I love me a mama bear scent. I layered this with one of my favorite fragrances that I don't plug often enough. This is from Profumo di Firenze. This is Latte and Mandorla, and this is just such a beautiful, pretty, milky rose fragrance. It's milk, it's toasted almond. It is this really pretty light rose, very much specifically a pink rose. You smell it and you just think pink. Does it make sense? Probably not. But does it make sense to me? Absolutely. And I love it. There is something about these two scents together that is so yummy. Toasted pistachio and this, along with that creamy, smooth vanilla, works really, really well with the creamy, milky notes in this one. So I always have my combos down below, as well as my makeup details in the description box. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll have them down. I was able to get this off of actually Joma Shop for a really, really good price. I love her. She's beautiful. All right, moving on to the goods, what you all came for. Let's get into these conditioners. So let's talk rinse out conditioners first. A lot of the time I get the comment, I think rinse out conditioners are pointless. I don't understand what they're used for. I feel like a lot of people hate rinse out conditioners because they're not using the product, one, as it is intended, and two, they're not setting up the best foundation for that product to be used. If you are going in with a rinse out conditioner and your shit ain't clean, pointless. And same thing for deep conditioner. You are going in expecting brilliant results from a rinse out conditioner when you still haven't done the work to get the hair hydrated, right? That's the cleansing step. You got to make sure you got that first. So the difference between rinse out and deep conditioners, obviously rinse outs are supposed to be left on your hair for a shorter period of time. Usually they'll recommend about 5 to 10 minutes. Typically it's an in-shower process. You apply, you work it in. If you need to detangle, you can go ahead and detangle, and then you're gonna rinse out before you get out of the shower. Now, if you are on a budget and you cannot afford a deep conditioner, you can leave your rinse out in longer. You will be fine. If you do not deep condition, your hair is not going to fall out. You can maintain a healthy hair routine. Your hair will be fine. Do I love deep conditioning? Absolutely. But I'm also not going to sit here and lie to y'all and act like if you don't deep condition your hair, then you are the worst natural in the world and your hair ain't never going to come out right. Get you a really good solid rinse out conditioner and you're good to go. One of my favorite budget ones from back in the day was always the Hello Hydration from Herbal Essences. I feel like it's one of the only rinse out conditioners from the drugstore that didn't drastically change after a lot of the big formulations when parabens were taken out of formulas. I used to exclusively use Tresemme and Garnier conditioners, and then they changed. They got rid of some really good things. And so that really is the only one that I feel like, you know, she's the same OG. Rinse outs from the drugstore used to be my bread and butter until things changed with formulation. And then I had to look elsewhere. Then I found rinse outs that I really, really loved and they got discontinued. It just, yeah. So a lot of these are going to be in a higher price point because it has taken me time to find more rinse out conditioners that I love, but all of these are super duper effective. I can use these and I do not need anything else. My hair is juicy, soft, shiny, moisturized. It's perfect for my styling. When you use a rinse out conditioner, your hair should feel prepped. The point of a conditioner is to go in and provide additional slip, probably going to lay down some additional ingredients to help coat the hair and improve the feeling and the condition of the hair. That is the essential point of a conditioner, especially a rinse out conditioner. A lot of these will contain silicones, things of that nature. If you care about that, then be mindful of that. And if you don't, that's cool. Let's talk about the rinse out conditioners that I am just 100% head over heels in love with. This one right here, I was fooled for a while. Now, don't get me wrong. The one that I was using from this brand before is phenomenal. It's amazing and I love it. But when I found the medium conditioner for curlies from Pattern, life changed. I love this conditioner so much. I, for a while, was like exclusively using the heavy conditioner for coilies, I believe. And that conditioner is very thick and almost feels like a deep conditioner in nature. Like, I would say it's a step away in thickness from the Blue Tansy Deep Conditioner from Adwoa Beauty. And if you've ever used that, you know how thick that product is. So that one for me was great, but you did have to have a lot of water involved. Like your hair needed to be like super duper saturated. But then I got this baby in, I want to say a curl box. Do y'all remember curl box? Does curl box still exist? Tangent. But I got this in a curl box, have not looked back, and have been using the medium conditioner ever since. Why? Because the medium conditioner is where the slip is at. The medium conditioner is where the movement is at. It's great for curlies when your curls need a hit of hydration. Our medium conditioner is the perfect companion for curly and coily hair types looking for hydration, slippage, and curl definition. Featuring a hearty blend of jojoba, olive, and avocado oils, our medium conditioner leaves curls nourished and defined, yet not weighed down. This is where reading is fundamental. I understand where Pattern went with the initial marketing of these, but the meat of what these products will do is really in the description. And so if you have been using the heavy conditioner feeling like it doesn't have enough slip, it's just not the product I need to be using at that moment, go get the medium conditioner. One, this still has like a really nice thickness to it. This isn't a super thin conditioner. Like she got body. Like I still have to work to push that out. But when you put this on your wet strands after shampooing, when I tell you she glides through the hair, just instant meltage and slippage, perfect for detangling. It makes the hair feel very soft, but not overly soft. This is really, really great if you need a quick wash day. You do not have time to do a bunch of deep conditioning and all of that good stuff. You need a wash day where you can get in, get your hair clean, impart that proper hydration and moisture, and then go and style. This is going to get you right there. When I use this, I don't need to use anything else after it. Really, you shouldn't be using your deep conditioners after you do your rinse out. Once you put that rinse out on, your strands are coated, right? So once you go and put something else on after that, it's not really doing anything. It's just chilling at that point. You can use this as a rinse out, but you can also leave this in for like 30 minutes under a heated cap if you just want some additional softness. It's so good, and it lasts forever because it's thick and it goes a long way. All of these conditioners though, if you are not using them on wet hair, because for the life of me, I will never forget when this brand came out and people were standing in the shower putting these conditioners on dry hair. If you're not putting them on wet hair, just saying. This next one is, I feel like, an underrated gem. As much as people love this brand, as much as I love this brand, I feel like most people don't talk about this product. I feel like I don't talk about this product enough. I was actually talking to a curl friend and she was talking about this product and I was like, girl, thank you for reminding me, because I knew I needed to pull that out to put in the video. This is the Camille Rose Moroccan Pear Conditioning Custard. This features Moroccan pear and cherry kernel oil. Ooh, I can't talk. It's a culinary cocktail conditioning blend of nourishing oils to soften and protect hair's moisture barrier. And she does come in a 12 fluid ounce bottle. I think this is like my third bottle of this. This right here is so good. So this was launched at the same time as the, the ginger cleanser, which I also really enjoy too. Sweetly restore moisture with Moroccan pear, a culinary cocktail conditioner infused with sweet Moroccan pear and cherry kernel oils crafted to nurture dry strands and promote accelerated hair growth with potent B vitamins. And it just says to apply a generous amount to wet hair. You're going to detangle and then leave it in for 5 to 10 minutes to allow it to penetrate. This is so good, y'all. This is one of those conditioners that you feel like it's not going to do much, but then once you let it set for a little bit, you're like, I was not familiar with her game. Because this is so good. It's very thick. So when she says apply it to soaking wet hair, apply this to soaking wet hair. That's one of the trade-offs with hair products, right? Oftentimes the thicker a product is, the less slip it will have. And so do keep that in mind. Also, it smells so good. It smells like Fruit Loops. This right here has a very similar texture to like a deep conditioner. Like she don't move. You see, I gotta work for it. But what you get when you rinse this out is beautiful. Your hair is just left so soft. It doesn't leave a lot of like this feeling of like a leave behind, you know? It doesn't make your hair feel coated, but it just gives like a very complete feeling of moisture. I love this. I don't talk about it enough, so I just wanted to remind y'all that I really do love her. She's really good. Highly recommend. I feel like this is another one from a Black-owned brand that is easier to find as well. Now, I talked about her companion shampoo in the last video, so I had to bring this out. The For You by Tia Moisturizing Conditioner. Love her. Love her. This deeply hydrates and nourishes and also contains hibiscus in their Hemi 15 complex. This right here, y'all, this was another one that when I first used it, I applied it to my hair and I was like, girl, what is this? And I was like, you know what? Let me not be like that. Let me not be like that. Let me let it set for a minute. Went about my business, continued my routine, got out my detangling brush, y'all. When I tell you slipped straight through, like slipped straight through. Straight through. This is a deeply moisturizing conditioner that nourishes and detangles without weighing hair down. It gives shiny, hydrated hair with minimized frizz. Yes, yes, and yes. The results are just so beautiful. It makes my hair feel like a cloud. Like it just provides such beautiful moisture. Like it treats the curls in a really beautiful way. And I am a big fan. Like I am a big fan of this. Also, can we talk about how I still have conditioner left? I still have conditioner left. I go through a lot of conditioner and I use this often. This also uses that Hemi 15, which is Hemi Squalane. I think I mentioned in the last video that it's basically like a substitute for silicone. And so I just love the formulation of this. It has that thinness to it, so it does slip through the hair really well. But this is one that I feel like you really do need to apply it to the hair, get it all over everything, let it set for like 5 minutes, and then detangle, baby. Yeah, this is really good. This is one that can range. Sometimes I find this under certain prices and sometimes I don't. So it really just depends. This is the Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength Fortifying Conditioner for Weak Breakage Prone Hair. I'm actually almost out of her. I've been using this one for a while too, and I love her. I've been speaking on the Goddess Strength collection for a while. The only reason I didn't put the shampoo in the last video is because I already talk about it like a bunch. And I didn't want the video to only be products that I'm always raving about. I wanted some new things in there too. But I do love this conditioner as well. I talk about the shampoo more than I do the conditioner, but the conditioner is beautiful. Going in with that shampoo is already like godly. And then you put this on and your hair just feels blessed. Just straight up blessed, anointed. This is another conditioner that is very rich and creamy, but also has a really nice lip to it. It almost kind of looks like, if you guys remember hair cholesterol that our moms used to use on us back in the day, the texture reminds me of that, but the way this feels in the hair, unmatched. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure there's a cone in here. Yes, there is dimethicone in here. But when I tell you, this leaves your hair feeling so soft, it doesn't feel filmy at all. It just feels extra soft. Detangling with this is also a dream as well. Do not feel like I need anything else after using this. When I say all of these rinse out conditioners, I put them on and I do not feel like I need anything else. You should feel like you are at your stopping point in your wash day when you use a good rinse out conditioner. Another one that is a companion to a product that I shared in the shampoo video. This is the Way Medium Hair Conditioner. And similarly to the Goddess Strength, I don't talk about this as much as I talk about the shampoo either, but this is also phenomenal. A lot of you guys asked me if I tried the deep conditioner from Way, and I have not because I have this. I use this and I don't feel like I need anything else. Like, I'm curious, but I also don't feel like I'm missing anything. And that's just a testament to how good this is. Now, for the price, it should be. For the price, it should be that good. Like, the expectation is that it should be that good. Feeling out of control? This hydrating conditioner makes hair and life easier to manage. Promise. Strengthening keratin, nourishing babassu, and coconut oils and kumquat extract leave hair shiny, silky, and smooth. Hair so good, you won't even notice that Mercury's in retrograde. Again, cheesy as hell, but you know what? She can get away with it because she is that good. She is that good. This is another one that almost kind of has like that hair cholesterol feel. Like, it has almost kind of like this chunky texture, but it's not overly thick and dense. It glides through the hair beautifully. Amazing for detangling. Leaves my hair very, very shiny. And it makes the coils look extra defined as well. You guys know I already have like a naturally defined curl pattern, but there are just some products that really just make my curls pop when I rinse them out. This is one of them. I really like her. When I run out, I will be repurchasing both, just period. I am through way more of this than I am of the shampoo though. I'm like right here on this, but really and truly, this is going to be another 4 or 5 wash days for me. That's not bad for conditioner. And then one that I feel like doesn't get enough hype. Love this brand. And I've talked about this product a lot, but I feel like I haven't talked about it in a while. That is the Rose Hydrating Conditioner from Nature's Little Secret. And I love me some her. Another one that I have gone through so many bottles of. I kind of had to force myself to put her down because I love me some her. This is a brand new jar. Haven't opened her because I'm trying to make myself finish other things, but we'll open her up today. I love the scent. First of all, this is not like a heavy floral scent, so if you're worried about that, don't worry about that. This is not, it's barely rose, like barely. Yeah, she's great. Our handmade rose hydrating conditioner will have your hair hydrated, detangled, and luscious. And then of course, this one always just like speaks to the purposes of the ingredients, the benefits, all of that good stuff. It just says to apply to freshly cleansed hair and leave on for 5 to 10 minutes and then rinse with warm water. It also says for intense conditioning, you can sit under a hooded dryer. And I do both with this. Some days, like, I just use this as a rinse out, just as it's intended, because I don't feel like deep conditioning. But I have also, like, used my deep conditioning cap with this, and I get really, really beautiful results as well. This is creamy and rich, but it still has a really beautiful slip to it as well. So if you want something that's going to give you, like, a really beautiful, soft, hydrated base, she's your girl. She also doesn't get enough hype, just saying. It's an honorable mention. I'm not 100% sure if this is being discontinued or not. It seemed like it was, but then I saw it back on the website, so I don't know. I don't always have all the answers. That's okay. This is the Adwoa Beauty Blue Tansy Reparative Conditioner. This is supposed to strengthen and repair for damaged or color-treated hair. You guys know I adore the shampoo from this collection. And I actually am a huge fan of this rinse out. This is basically empty. I'm like right here on the bottle. This is supposed to be kind of like your quick fix. And that's exactly how this was marketed when it released. I'm pretty sure I did a video on the entire collection. This is supposed to kind of be your quick fix, where the deep conditioner is supposed to be like that heavier, longer lasting result, right? This is your quick fix. So this is going to give you a lot of those reparative benefits in a shorter amount of time. Ingredients in this are amazing as well. There's a lot of avocado, shea butter, jojoba, slippery elm. So this has really beautiful slip, as well as having a really nice thickness to it. This is great when I feel like I need a hit of strength to my hair, but like I said, I don't feel like deep conditioning. She comes in clutch. I really enjoy this product. One of my favorites. Like I said, don't know if she's going away or not, but if you see her, like if you find her, she's a really nice one to have in the arsenal. All right, now deep conditioners. So deep conditioners, we know them, we love them. I think sometimes we overuse them a little bit. I think we overtreat a little bit. And before you get in the comments trying to be a contrarian, it's true. You can overdo anything. You can drink too much damn water, okay? It's true. Deep conditioning treatments are supposed to be used less frequently than your rinse out conditioners. So those rinse out conditioners are meant to be used every time you cleanse your hair. Deep conditioners, you don't necessarily need to use them every time you cleanse your hair. And that is also going to be very dependent on your actual like wash process. So if you're someone who's only washing your hair once a month, you're probably going to deep condition every single time you wash your hair. If you're someone like me who sometimes does have to cleanse in the middle of the week, depending on what's going on, you're not going to be deep conditioning twice a week. And I highly recommend that you don't deep condition twice a week. Deep conditioners are meant to be left on for a longer period of time. They are meant to be left on so that they can penetrate deeper and so that you can get longer lasting effects from those products. Whereas your rinse out conditioners are your quick fix. Regardless, either one will do. You do what you feel you need in the moment. That's all that matters. But both have practical purposes. A lot of y'all just don't know when or where to use them. So I like to use my deep conditioners every time I shampoo, but there are some weeks where I don't feel like I need to use a deep conditioner. Last week, my hair felt so good, I was just like, I'm gonna use my rinse out and I'm good. Like, oftentimes my hair feels so good that I don't feel like I need to pull out a deep conditioner. And that's totally fine. And so deep conditioners are going to be when my hair is feeling extra parched. Maybe I feel like I'm losing some elasticity and I need to use like an elasticity treatment, something like that. Deep conditioners are also going to range more so in that marketing between moisturizing and then like super reparative, right? So you can have deep conditioners that are meant to be protein treatments. Those are going to affect your hair differently than something that is just a basic moisturizing deep conditioner. You also have your elasticity treatments that are going to be that perfect balance between moisture and strength. So they're going to have a lot of really great both hydrating and moisturizing ingredients, but they will have some proteins thrown in there as well. Most of these that I have here, actually all of these pretty much are balanced. And so I like to just keep balanced deep conditioners in rotation. Every now and then I'll pull out something that is supposed to be more of that like hardcore infusion of moisture. But for the most part, I tend to lean towards my balanced deep conditioners. And that is really what keeps my hair in that sweet spot when it gets super duper cold outside. So let's talk about some of these favorites. I have a lot of classics in here and a couple of new things as well. So since we've already like talked about her, we just finished talking about her, the number one balanced treatment that I recommend to anyone is always going to be the Adwoa Beauty Bayo Mint Deep Conditioning Treatment with baobab, wintergreen, spearmint, and peppermint oils. This right here, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I had to get rid of my entire collection tomorrow and I can only use one brand, it would be Adwoa, because there's every single thing that I need in there. And I know that it's going to maintain that balance of moisture and strength for me, which I feel like with having fine hair, because sometimes it can go limp depending on like external factors outside, especially with like living in the South. We have a lot of humidity. Even when it is still cold outside, the dew points will still be higher than some other places, right? And so Adwoa does a very good job of giving you balanced products, which I love. The texture, and even though this one is super duper thick, this one does have a really good amount of slip. That's why I put this one in here over the Blue Tansy. The Blue Tansy, I love. She's so good, especially if you're doing like more heat styling, stretch styling during the fall and winter months. But what she, you know, has and like that thickness, she lacks in slip, right? So this one I feel like is a little bit more universal, especially if you're just going into using Adwoa. This right here is everything. I've been using her for years at this point. I've gone through several jars. I've gone through several jars of the OG packaging and a couple of the new packaging now. And I love her. This stuff, like deep wave, fresh out the pack. When I tell you the curls pop, 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 pop. If I have something going on, she's a little limp, she's looking a little lifeless, Adwoa Bayo Mint comes and fixes it every single time. It's one of my favorites. And it's consistent. I never have to question what result I'm going to get because the results are always fire. Now this one goes all the way back to like undergrad days. One of my first deep conditioners, the same way this brand provided me with one of my favorite stylers of all time. That is the Algae Renew Deep Conditioning Mask. Now I will say back in the day, she wasn't always my favorite. But now the updates that she has made to this has made this one of my favorites of all time. This has cocoa and mango butter. It's a vitamin-packed moisturizing and strengthening treatment infused with blue-green algae. So this is intended to give you that perfect balance of moisture and strength. Back in the day, it really just kind of felt like putting a hair butter on. But when you like let it set, it just didn't really feel like it did anything. But now she has greatly improved the formula. The slip is better. The way that it applies to the hair is just everything. And the results, perfectly softened strands that spring back. Like, it's just everything. I mean, it looks like a yummy treat. And that's how it treats your hair. This also has the most delicious scent. To me, it's actually one of the best smelling products from Camille Rose. And the ingredients in this are stacked. Like there's aloe vera, shea butter, coconut oil. This has a lot of BTMS at the top, which was not in the original formula. And that's where that slip is coming from. It's going to help that move through. You have the cocoa and mango seed butters. There's honey and glycerin in here. Tea tree, rosehip, grapeseed, evening primrose. Like this makes the hair feel so good. So good. I love it. Let's talk about some new. And some affordable new. Now, you guys can go back to my Affordables Week series. And I do give some really awesome recommendations for really top-notch affordable deep conditioners. If you are in need of some affordable deep treatment options, oftentimes deep conditioners and those treatments, even things like drops that you put on your edges, stuff like that, are typically going to be at the highest price point in comparison to other products on the shelves, right? And if you can find a really good deep conditioner at a really good price point, that's what's up. The African Pride Peppermint Rosemary and Sage Strengthening Mask is so good. Now, this is the only one that I have in this video that is specifically marketed as like a strengthening product. I'll be honest in saying that this feels more like a balanced treatment than it does something that is overtly strengthening. So if that scares you, just heads up there. This is supposed to help promote hair growth and reduce breakage. Obviously, it has like those essential oils in it, so those are going to give you that really cool feeling on the scalp. This right here, the slip is insane. Pretty sure I did a video using this, and when I tell you the slippage, I wasn't prepared. You can even see like it has this movability to it, but it's not thin. This is not a thin, watery conditioner. This stuff grips onto the strands in such a really satisfying way, and it detangles so beautifully. Going in with a really good shampoo and then going in with this after, absolute goals. It says the Feel It Formula Strengthening Mask is infused with peppermint, rosemary, and sage, and is rich in proteins to deeply strengthen and hydrate your strands from root to tip. So obviously it's promoting those essential oils that are in it, but like this also has a very packed ingredients list. There's glycerin, coconut oil, some hydrogenated castor oil, and guar right at the top. The guar is what's giving it that slip and the grip in the hair. And then all of those are followed by the sage, the peppermint, and the eucalyptus. So if you struggle with essential oils, stay away from this one. There is some hydrolyzed rice protein in here that's going to come in and give you that strength. There's even like some marshmallow root, a little bit of biotin as well. For the price point, really, really great for the drugstore. I love what African Pride has been putting down over the years. Another one that is an OG, and she is an OG for a reason, okay? The OG girlies put me on, and I have not strayed away. I almost put the Chebe Ginger in here, but I was like, nah, it's got to be Afrotastic Curl Elastic. I feel like out of all of the products from Soultanicals, this one never really wavers. Even when there are some like technical issues with the product, it always works the same every time. Come on, thickness. Come on, thickness. We love to see it. This is another one that is like quintessential staple moisture protein balance. Like this right here is the perfect treatment to restore just limp, dry curls. This one has amla, hymenia, and avocado oils in it. It is delicious. It's a botanical, creamy, nutrient-rich deep conditioner that rehydrates and detangles thick, thirsty tresses while adding comb-through spreadability, and it absolutely does. Deep conditioning amla fruit and strand softening hymenia oil deeply penetrates the hair cuticle, while slip-providing botanicals help you complete your hair washing ritual. This is just, it's a staple. Like, this is one of those products that when I think of Black, like, natural hair care, this one is always in the back of my mind. Like, she is, like, one of those OG hitters for a reason. Products like this are a big part of why I get mad when people be talking about we don't have anything that's for us, by us anymore. Because y'all be lying. This is another one that has a very packed ingredients list. There's a marshmallow infusion, rosemary, burdock, amla, chamomile, thyme, sage, colt's foot, aloe, vegetable glycerin. There's BTMS in here for that slip factor, olive oil, avocado oil. There's some hydrolyzed jojoba protein in here, a little guar for extra slippage, hymenia oil, shea butter, vitamin E. Like, the list goes on and on and on and on. And this treats the hair so beautifully. Like, just wrapped in moisture and softness. The curls spring back so stunningly. Yeah, if you have not tried Afrotastic, I highly recommend. I highly, highly, highly recommend. The one that I don't ever shut up about because this is the Nature's Little Secret Coconut Milk Strengthening Deep Conditioner. And this is another one that has gone through like some changes. And every time Charmaine updates her formulas, wow. I already liked the original, but when she upgraded to what we know this to be today, y'all, first of all, This started out as the goat milk, right? Now this is the coconut milk strengthening deep conditioner. So she wanted to intentionally make her products more so on that vegetarian, vegan end of things. And she's one of the only people that I have found to make that change and have it be successful. Because a lot of times y'all try to switch to vegan and then products ain't good no more. I'm just being honest. It says coconut milk strengthening deep conditioner, crafted to give your hair strength, softness, and plenty of nourishment. And it does. Like, this is another one that's perfectly balanced, moisture and strength. Another one with a stacked ingredients list. Coconut milk is at the very top. Green tea, aloe, mango, apricot. There is some hydrolyzed quinoa protein all the way at the bottom, along with some hydrolyzed silk as well. The formula on this is just beautiful. It's thick, but don't let that fool you because it just glides through so beautifully. This is a very slippery conditioner considering how thick the product is. It's just stunning. And she smells really, really good. You get that like really nutty coconut scent, but it's not like a sickening coconut. I hate that kind of like really strong, uber sweet, sickening coconut scent. I just can't do it. This does not have that. So this is another one that I adore. She's a brand new jar. Haven't jumped into her yet because y'all know I'm trying to finish some things up. And then last, but listen, she will never be least. This is a new favorite of mine. I need to get more. The jar is empty, y'all. The jar is empty. The Curls and Potions Shebe and Mint Collection Shebe Hydration Mask. This is a hydrating and length retention conditioner with Rasul clay, cassia henna, and Shebe powder. I feel like this type of formula is what the OG Algae Renew was trying to give, but it just didn't hit. This reminds me a lot of the texture of the OG Algae Renew and that you can feel the butters in it. Like, this feels like a straight up conditioner butter infusion. Like, you can see how thick she is. I intentionally tried to leave some in the jar so I could plead my case with y'all. Shebe Hydration Mask is a mix of oils and butters blended with herbal infused water to give any texture the hydration it needs. Easy to comb through and detangle all textures to ensure no strand is left behind. This is the deep conditioner that I use for the current wash day that I'm on. And when I tell y'all, wash day, immaculate. Immaculate. Clarified with my She Scented Plum Nectar and Agave. Moisture shampoo with the lather from Luminée. And then I deep conditioned with this. And when I tell you guys, the moisture has been insane. Obviously, the products I use to style have held up. But this is week-old hair. And I stretched the hell out of her today because she had shrunk back up. And like, outside of frizz, like when I tell you my hair feels so good. Wash day, 10, 10, 10s across the board, honey. This is such a good deep conditioner. A newer addition to my collection. I picked this up during Black Friday last year. And finally just like sucked it up and went ahead and finished her off because I was hoarding my last use. This is another one with stacked ingredients. There's a marshmallow root infusion, nettle, fenugreek, horsetail, shebe powder, coconut milk, aloe, agave, mango butter, kupawasu butter, muru butter, castor oil. Like, the list just goes on and on and on. She's thick and she's rich, but she still glides through the hair and coats everything. And it just sinks in so beautifully. And you would think that when you rinse this out, your hair would feel oily. It does not. It feels so silky and soft. This is what I feel like that initial like round of Algae Renew was trying to give, but never really 100% gave. This gives that. If you liked that original formula, you need to try this because this, she's that girl. She is what that old formula never was able to give. It's so good. It makes the curls feel amazing. And I just want you guys to acknowledge, I have finer strands. This has a ton of thick butters in it. This is a super thick product. No way down. Like, my hair is not way down in the slightest. So yeah, she's a winner. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was jam-packed with really great products. Obviously, I love talking about hair products. I will never stop loving talking about hair products because I love natural hair. So you guys, let me know, what are some of your favorite rinse out conditioners and deep conditioners? Because, yeah, I need to know because I'm nosy. Especially if you have any favorites that are in the drugstore category. Have you found new ones that work really well for you? I often find myself disappointed in drugstore rinse outs now, so drop them down below if you have some that you love. Next week, we will be back to talk about the actual moisturizing step in our styling process. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye.